Hey, this is your boy Frank McGee, and you are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
HBCU First. HBCU First Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. HBCU First is a student-led community advancing the well-being and economic participation of America's Black youth. As the leading HBCU internship and mentoring academy, we empower elite students from 70-plus historically Black colleges and universities with in-demand college-to-career skills. For more information, visit their website, www.hbcufirst.com.
How you doing? This is Terrell Carter, and you are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Not talking. Actually, I would like you to meet my son Parag, who has autism. He's my younger son. I have two, and I told him that I'm going to talk to the Michael Finley. So he has, he put his best hat, and he's all ready to meet you. Parag, can you come, please? Parag, come here. Sit here. Okay. Can you see him?
Hi.
Brock, can you say hi to Michael?
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, hi, Michael. So you know what? We are going to talk about you because you are the protagonist. You are the hero of this story. Okay. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let me talk and you can go. Ankur is here. Your brother is here. Go and see him. Can you say bye?
Ma.
Bye.
Kochi.
Yes, Parag. So, I wanted you to meet him and I wanted your audience to see, because this is a spectrum. And Parag was nonverbal when he was until age 4. And then when he started talking, actually he started repeating words after us, and that echolalia set in. So echolalia is like repeating words without attaching the meaning. So I have been running his homeschool for 25 some years now. He is 30. Yeah, he's 30. And yes, so what I did in the homeschool is try to convert that echolalia into meaningful conversation. And he can express not only his wants and needs, but now feelings and emotions. Of course, we work on that. But we also have, he also has vocation. He makes gel candles and natural body care products. And he is a savant. We figured out that he can paint. In COVID, it just happened by.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. New and the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's tune into Michael.
So this book, my new book, Energy Management Mantras for Caregivers, that flame that you see that's what Parag has made. And my publisher said that this painting adorns the book very well. And so also, let me show you. So my first book, it got translated in Spanish language recently. And this, actually, I want you to see the cover. So that is the painting that he made of the sunrise from the backyard of my house. So now he paints, like initially it was abstract, and now wherever we take him, whatever takes his fancy, he paints by memory.
Wow. And it just happened all of a sudden during COVID.
It happened, you know what, like I told you that he makes all and everything has a story, but that he, his natural body care products that came along was I'm taking the story a little bit back. So what happened was, when he was 16, I was like, he needs to learn something, some kind of a job training. So I went, my Prague's pediatric neurologist, he told us that we need, when we grow old, my husband and I, like, we need to find some safe place where he can be taken good care of. So we went. It's about 40 minutes of drive from Gadsden, Alabama, where we live. And this place is amazing. Actually, it was started by a farmer. They had 100 acres, and all these kids, they come, they take a great care of them. And Honda plant has given some work. They're not necessarily all of them autistic, but what I saw was they were putting small car parts, electronic stuff from various trays into a Ziploc. And a supervisor was monitoring their job, and they looked so happy, so contented. So when I came back, I wanted same for Parag, so that he can be productive and happy. Prague is generally happy and hyper. He's a mess. So, but that trajectory where he could be financially independent also and productive. So I send him to a local place where they evaluate to see if they can be trained for some job. And the letter that came back was not very encouraging. And I get very emotional when I talk about it because it comes back. It said something like this, that Prague is totally untrainable for any job right now. And I remember just kneeling down by the kitchen sink and crying. And this voice spoke. I really believe in the power of prayer. Whenever I am, I need help, I need strength, I need wisdom, I pray. And in that moment, that's what I was doing. And this voice spoke. It says, Prague has autism. Are you going? It is October, and people, like, Christmas is around the corner. People love candles. So, and I'm like, okay. So I wiped up my tears and went to Hobby Lobby to get all the stuff for candle making. And then soon I realized that making the wax candle, is dangerous. So that idea got boxed. And then I went on researching, and I found out about this gel candle, which is natural, and it is very forgiving as a craft. So I learned it myself. And of course, then I had to find the wick wood sink, and also I had to do the experiment. I cannot teach him experiments. I have to teach him the results of the experiment. And then he loved making these candles. He felt joy. He was so happy. And then I shared that with my friend. I said, my husband is a physician here. So we have all these employees whom we gave that candle, and they were like, wow, it's beautiful. And then I'm like, it is going to stop because after Christmas. And then I shared that with my friend, and she had a gift shop here. And she says, Mamta, can I see what he's making? And once she saw those candles, she says, can I sell these? So that was not my idea, Michael. It was hers. Then we started this website where it was called PM Candles, P for Prague and M for Mishra. So Prague, PM Candles. And then 2 years later, what happened, he had nummular eczema. So the doctor gave him some lotion, which is due to the dry skin, the nummular eczema. And he has very sensitive skin. Many kids with autism have that issue. So then it won't go with the lotion that doctor had given. So then I made this neem soap. And many people don't know what neem is. Neem is a tropical tree, and it is, the oil from it is it's antimicrobial. Okay, so that helped. The neem soap helped. And I also made this lotion. So and I brought it, like, this is how it looks, Yes, but the name now is Prague Cosmetic. The reason is when we added, so let me tell you, so what happened, my friend says, can you pack this good? We are going to sell these, okay? So that is how one thing has happened after another. And I mean, I did not plan anything. All, like, no mother plans to give birth to a special needs child knowingly. But the day I realized that Prague is a blessing from God, and all kids are blessing from God, and all kids, including special needs kids, of course. And the day I realized Prague is blessing from God, and that God never ever makes mistakes. That is the day I became his true guardian, his protector and advocate, and not just for him, but for this cause.
Hi, I'm Martha Minizzi, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
I would enjoy this.
Me too.
I would enjoy this. Like, just the journey of where he is now, like in the moment of, like, just like in a matter of a few years, it's like he found another aspect of himself, right? To share with the world now, in order to see that, hey, this is not a mental jail sentence. This is something, of course, we have to deal with and live with. But at the end of the day, they're people, they're creative beings, they're expressing themselves, all the above. They can do this too. And like I told you before, with my nephew, he's just like my best friend, because when the doctors told my sister, he's not going to be able to walk, right? He started running before he was walking. Now it's like he's not going to be on a great level, like others, right? And that's we're getting there. And he just made the honor roll, he's in the fourth grade. So he is just, when the doctor says one thing, it's like, that's not true. And he just outdoes himself with something else. He's not as verbal, but he understands.
Oh yeah, of course.
He'll tell us what he wants automatically. He'll let you know repeatedly what he wants, and so, and then seeing your son, it's like there's hope, right? Because you don't know, there's no handbook for this, right? There's support, there's no handbook in raising a child that has autism. And I guess I want to hear more of your journey in that regard, because when the doctors told you when he was 2 years old, he has this. How was that for you as a parent?
Oh gosh, I was not broken. I was totally shattered when I came to know that there is no cure for autism. And I did not want to believe that. You have heard about denial. And the thing is that denial, what I've realized, is not only with the parents, the caregivers. The denial can be with the professionals also, okay? But in my case, my pediatrician did tell me that, hey, Mamta, this is, the Prague has autism, and this is a developmental disorder that affects the children in the areas of communication, socialization, and behavior. And you need to work on all these areas. And I'm like, how? So then they said, okay, you can take him to the speech therapist, occupational therapist. Okay. And I thought that, okay, if I take him to occupational therapist and speech therapist and also do everything that is out there on autism, then he'll be all right. Well, Michael, it is impossible to everything that is out there on autism, because if you type in autism in the Google search bar, 531 million results pop up in 44 seconds. So I was like reading a lot, and these things, a lot of things out there on the internet is not useful, or it is validated by research. Okay, so then what do you choose? And so I was drowning in the tsunami of information. I was so scattered. I was like a headless chicken. And it's a huge dissipation of energy because you're going round and round. You don't know what to do. And I was so scattered. Let me tell you that at that time, it was like my mind, body was at a disconnect. I was totally not centered. So during this phase of my life, I was exhausted to my wits' end because I was still working with him, and it is like what you said. There is no manual, so it doesn't just feel like that you are walking on a tightrope. It feels you're blindfolded as well. So a lot of questions, no answer. So then one day, actually, I went to buy something. I don't remember what, and I sat in somebody else's car. So that's how much scattered I was. Well, this has come in my head, so I'm going to tell you, and it is in my book, in my first book also, for people to understand the state of mind I was in at that time. So one day, my elder son, Ankur, they both are my blessings. Okay. So my name is Mamta, which means mother's love. And my parents gave me that name, but I wear that name as a crown, and all other responsibilities are like hats. So Ankur, my elder one, and Parag, my younger son, they both are blessings from God. So anyhow, that Ankur came to me and says, Mom, I'm getting late for my swim lesson. So I wrapped up the therapy that I was doing with Parag, and I went to get ready. When I came back, Ankur was like saucer-eyed. He's like, I said, what happened, Ankur? He says, Mom, you're not wearing your shirt. And that, yeah, I mean, the scatteredness, because I don't know. That's why the next book, the energy management mantras for caregivers, is very important, because we are taking care of our kids, but unless we synergize, and tap into that well where we can get refill ourselves with energy and enthusiasm, it's very hard to walk this journey. So, and then let me tell you more. So what happened one day was that I was putting in phone number in the microwave. That's how much, I'm not in my body. My mind is not, So my husband happened to see that, and he says, Mamta, our kids are too young. You can't go crazy, So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going crazy, And his words had some kind of a magic. And I'm like, okay, this is not the right time to go crazy. My kids are young, maybe later. So anyhow, that brought me back that I have to do something about it. And Michael, I also developed perpetual backache at that time. And I was Prague, when Prague was born, I was 25. And the diagnosis happened when I was 27 years, some few months. So that young, and I was having this back pain. So when I went to the doctor, he says, Mamta, can you lift and carry like 50 pounds of potato bag? I'm like, what? No, And he says, then stop carrying Parag around. That is what is giving you this backache. Yes. And yes. So I couldn't tell the doctor, Michael. I couldn't tell him that it's so much easier to carry him in my arms when he is having meltdowns and tantrums in public, and to avoid that staring, glaring eyes of people. It was so much easier for me to just scoop him and just be away, But then something amazing happened. So really something amazing happened with God's grace. People were giving me advice, and what I have realized that it's not that people don't mean well, but when they don't wear your shoes, they don't know how hard it is to walk in those shoes. And I was getting all these advice, and I was trying to incorporate all of them, because I told you, I was like, I have to do everything. I have to do just about everything so he'll be all right. And so when this person gave me one more advice, I had reached my elasticity point. I broke down because I was exhausted to my wits' end, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So in that state, while I was crying profusely, I called Parag's pediatrician. And Michael, to this day, I believe that God spoke through his mouth. He said, Mamta, this is a lifelong disorder. So you have to change your mindset. Think like this. Whatever is bad for Ankur, your elder son, it is bad for Parag. For example, if too much sugar is bad for Ankur, then too much sugar is bad for Parag. Make your household as normal as possible. And in my head, I'm thinking, how do I do that? And so again, that's what I always have done. I started praying. I said, God, show me what I'm supposed to do. And then one day the answer came, simplify. And in that moment, what I did, I chucked away all the alternative medicine, which I was giving to Parag, vitamin B12, vitamin C, secretin hormone. There was a hype at that time for that. And then I was giving him gluten-free diet, even though he's not allergic to gluten, or I was not giving him milk, yogurt, anything, even though he's not lactose intolerant. So that really simplified my life, because now Parag had to eat whatever everybody else was eating. And as it is, you may know that kids with autism, they're very picky eaters. And now, because of that, Parag is a foodie. He loves to try everything. But what was happening at that time was that I was restricting his diet after reading all this, even though he was not allergic to so many things. But I was creating that situation. I do believe that we should eat fresh. We should eat, I'm a city girl turned into a gardener. Yes, I do, I grow a lot of my own vegetables, and it's totally organic. So I do believe in, and I cooking is my therapy, just as gardening is my therapy. So what happened was that, and simplify is a tremendous mantra, not just for that particular incident, but for life itself,
Hey, this is your boy Frank McGee, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city? Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
I'm the one because it's just such great information. All that you studied, all that you observed, all that you've been through and experienced in raising a child, in this manner. And I'm learning so much. I wish my sister was here right now so, we can learn this at the same time. And you mentioned your book earlier, but could you go more into this latest publication, Energy Management? What do you want the persons when they read it? What do you want them to get from it?
So this energy management mantras for caregivers. Okay, so this book, of course, it is to help the caregivers. And as we talked, as a caregiver, we are burnt out. We are totally burnt out in taking care of our loved ones, particularly those that I talked about who are diagnosed with chronic disorder or diseases, or whoever are taking care of geriatric care, So it's taking a huge toll on us. So this book will help all the kids, because we all are caregivers, what it does is it is my sincere effort for the caregivers to replenish, to optimize their physical energy, because that is demanded all the time. But how can we do that? We can do that by aligning ourselves with mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. Energy in physics is ability to do work, but our ability to do work is totally pooped out. So this replenishes it. This book, and the mantras are tools to think. Man is a Sanskrit. It comes from two root words. Man, which means to think, and tra means tool. So, which means mantra is tools to think, tools of positive thinking. So that is how this, book. And I did not have any intention to write any of my books, as I told you.
Amen. I'm telling you, I feel like this show is more so for me. A lesson, because again, I have a relative that's going through this, and now someone that's experienced in this field that can teach and set aside examples and things that she went through. It's like, okay, now, first of all, you're not by yourself. That's number one. And then now I can take those things, right, and gear them towards our situation. So I want to say first, thank you for the knowledge, for the experience, and for the know-how of this disorder, and how you put so much time and effort and learning for others as well, not only for yourself, but still learning.
Oh yeah, it is a process.
Right. Still learning for others. So I want to say thank you. And one more time, how can we purchase your books? And how can we follow you on social media?
Oh, okay. So my book, both the books are in Amazon. You can find that on Amazon. Of course, as I said, you can find it at Books A Million and also Barnes & Noble, all the reputable bookstores. And then I also have this website, Mamta, Mamtajha Mishra, MISHRA.com. Mamta Jha Mishra. Jha is my maiden name. So mamtajhamishra.com. And that is where you can have the autographed book from that. Otherwise, it's available on Amazon. And you know what? Thank you for giving me this opportunity. You know, Michael, I knew my publicist, James Johnson, I really want to thank him because he's the one who has connected me with you. And he said he's very humble. That's what he told me about you. And you know what? I see that. You have given me this opportunity to spread this story. And through Prague's story of abilities, I want everybody to be hopelessly hopeful in facing their individual challenges. Because hope is the only dope that we should take 24/7.
That, yes, I am silly that. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you. So if we go to your website, we get an autograph book as well, right?
Yes.
I'm ordering through the website. But
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
You're very welcome. Very, very welcome.
Woke up this morning feeling so bright. Your love surrounds me, it's my guiding light. You've been so good, you made me whole.